Hey guys, good morning. I was up early today and thought maybe I would pull a reading. So I'm running out of room on this altar. I might need a 12-step program, guys. I don't know. It's crazy. But anyway, so the energy today that I'm feeling is, it's that feminine energy. It's that receiving. It's that resting moment, right? It's that time when you sit back and wait for the seeds that you planted to bear fruit, right? I actually woke up with a really bad headache, so sometimes those can be ascension symptoms, or sometimes it's just a dang headache. Who knows? I don't know. But we're gonna get a feather card to see what our overall preliminary energy message is for the day. Let's see. We've got owl. And we got a peacock feather. I love peacock feathers, guys. I don't know. It's crazy. It's a thing. So, I don't know if you want, well, let's talk about peacock feather for a minute. Just because I'm drawn to it. So, guys, this is representative of your third eye, which is your understanding of your connection to source, right? It's seeing the big picture. It's knowing that there is good coming out of bad. It's knowing that everything is divinely guided and timing is divine. There is an exercise you can do with a peacock feather if you have any, and or if you don't, get a picture of it, whatever. But if you picture the connection being between your third eye and the peacock feather, the eye and the peacock feather, then it's kind of a meditative exercise you can do to strengthen your intuition. So you just take the peacock feather, if you will. I don't think, I usually have one on my altar, but I guess I don't. And you just place it, kind of far away from you. And then you picture that energetic resource, band, string, whatever, connection, and picture it coming from the peacock feather directly up to your third eye. And just kind of close your eyes and meditate and feel that energy flowing between you and the feather. Anyway, I don't know why I felt called to tell you that, but our energy is owl. Your intuition is correct. Follow your inner wisdom without fail. And that's what owl feather looks like. Guys, I don't know if you know that feathers, when you find a feather, like on the ground or something, that usually means that angels are around you. So the white feathers mean angels, right? And I think different colors mean different things. I don't know, have them all memorized, so you'll have to look them up. I do know that the white ones are angels. So there was a time, I'll never forget, I was in Maine during COVID, visiting with my dad, and we went out to the car, and I went to put something in the back of the truck or something, and I looked down, and it was like snowing white feathers. It was the coolest thing ever. And that's what made me look that up. And that's probably why, oh, sorry, lipstick, guys. That's why I probably remembered that, right? Because it was very significant, very poignant time for me at the beginning of my awakening. So, yeah, so that's a thing. I don't know what the point of all that was. This owl card is from the Divine Feather Messenger. So I kind of want to look up owl just because, I pretty much know that owl means to be silent, listen, right? If you look at any of the owls, they're always watching, right? And they can turn their heads 360 degrees, right? So they have vision and the ability to look in any direction. And owls very seldom make noise unless they are hunting, right? So they do a lot of listening. There's a poem about owls, and I can't remember it off the top of my head, so I won't even try because I'll kill it. But it is definitely about listening more than you talk and being silent and being still. So owl says, a bird of the night, the owl has an incredible vision and hearing. Owls hunt by using their listening skills, inviting us to tap into a greater sense of inner listening and awareness. The ancient goddess of Athena carries an owl on her shoulder as a knowing companion who represents the wise counsel of nature. It was believed in ancient Rome that the owl feather placed on a sleeping person would reveal their deepest secrets. All right, guys, don't do that. Sorry. The owl is also a powerful symbol of the feminine and the moon, and is often tied to prophecy and darkness. A nocturnal bird, their appearance at dawn or dusk can be associated with the in-between times when the veil between the realms are its thinnest. In all these ways, owl is a powerful symbol of our own intuitive senses and abilities. So your message with owl: now is the time to start seeing things using the higher senses. Owl Messenger is here to assure you that your intuition is correct. The darkness or murkiness that surrounds a certain situation is merely a perception. Begin to access your intuitive skills to see the answers clearly. It may be an inner sense of knowing, viewing, listening, or feeling that needs to be used separately or together. Have you been resisting listening to your inner wisdom? Owl Messenger urges you to do so now. Allow there to be a light within the darkness and find the answers you seek. Embrace this part of yourself as you do. So the energies are intuition, listening, and awareness. It's a fall season, air element. The colors black, white, gray, and brown. And your affirmation for owl is: my intuition is powerful and vibrant. I honor this inner wisdom. So that kind of goes hand in hand with our peacock feather. Let's see what it says just because. So peacock, inherent wisdom is emerging at this time. Watch it and ready yourself for rebirth. So they really do go hand in hand, guys. It's the energy is telling you, to embrace that divine feminine, embrace the nighttime, nocturnal, listening, receiving energy, and don't overthink, right? It's not the time for action. So that's kind of where we're at. I think most of the collective is feeling this kind of energy, and that's okay, guys, because we need to rest at times, right? We need to give ourselves time to absorb those lessons that we've been learning, right? I was watching a show last night, The Good Doctor, and they literally couldn't solve a case. So they literally went to sleep and would wake someone up. What is the word I'm looking for? Suddenly. Wow. Okay. Suddenly, and see if they could get the connection, make the connection to solve the case. And they did. So I don't know if you guys know, there's a physiological reason for that, right? When we study things and when we learn things, or trying to learn things, our brain starts to make connections in the neurons and all the biological words that I'm not going to try to repeat right now. But it's when you sleep, right? It's when you rest that those connections, your brain is still working when you're sleeping. And those connections start to get formed. And then you wake up and you suddenly have answers that you didn't know you had. That's this energy, right? We're sleeping, for lack of a better word. So we're going to get a chakra card, and then we'll get into your tarot. Let's see, what chakra are we working on? I'm obviously, I think it's third eye, but there might be some hidden intuitive messages in another chakra. You never know. Let me get a chakra card for the collective, please. Heart chakra. So I'm not surprised by that. I know I thought it was going to be third eye. But if you think about it, your heart chakra is the gateway between you and everything. You should come at all things with love. Everything, all the time. Forgiveness. You'll find freedom in forgiveness. And the stone for this heart chakra is malachite. So I don't think I have a malachite here. It's similar in this. Yeah, that's malachite right there. So guys, if you're looking for a heart chakra stone, and this one obviously broke, I pack and unpack my altars a lot, so I get a lot of broken stones, but I digress. Anyway, that's malachite. That would be the stone for your heart chakra. So forgiveness, you'll find freedom in forgiveness. Well, guys, when we hold those resentments, when we keep them, we hang on to them really, really tight, right? And we don't want to forgive because we feel like that's giving someone a pass, right? We're telling them that whatever it was they did is okay. And then we worry that they might do it again. Guys, that's not what this is. And I know you've heard the cliches, forgiveness is for you, not the other person, blah, blah, blah. And I say blah, blah, blah because it's hard to swallow that, okay? Forgiveness is just finding the reason why it happened for you. You don't have to tell that person. They don't ever need to know that you forgave them, but you need to do it within yourself. Lie to yourself. Don't lie to yourself. Find a reason. Put something out there so that your brain can detach from that connection, right? Because the more you think about it, like we just talked about with the sleep thing, the stronger that connection gets, right? We want to break it. Once we can solve it, we can move on. And then we can reframe that later. So that's that's where we're at. So use owl and peacock spirit to go within. Connect with your third eye. Connect with your crown chakra. Connect with your heart chakra. Love yourself enough to do this, guys, because it's for you. It's not for anybody else. Your happiness is all that matters to you. That sounded really selfish, but I'm going to stand by it. I mean, you have to make yourself happy. Nobody can give you that, and you can't give that to anybody else. All you can do is shine your light, find your happiness, and be an example, right? As healers, guys, we don't heal other people. We simply show them what healing looks like, and we inspire them to want to heal themselves. That's the only way this works. Wow, my lipstick is all over my hands, guys. All right, so we're gonna get a tarot reading for us. So let's see, what's the what do we maybe don't see coming with all of this energy, right? Because when we're silent, when we're still, we can be blindsided a little bit. So let's ask Spirit to show us what might be coming that might blindside us. What is it that we're not seeing? Two of Pentacles in the reverse. So guys, Two of Pentacles, that's the balance of resources, right? That's knowing what you know, That is keeping your money, your skills, your any energetic exchange of something with another person. That needs to stay balanced, right? If you're over giving, which it looks like maybe you are, and if you're somewhat codependent, which I am a recovering codependent, you guys know that, then it is it's very easy to fall into those old habits, right? Because it's comfortable. Our brain has made those connections over time, and it's set in stone, if you will. This is warning you that those old habits are coming back. You're giving more than you're receiving. And it's just letting you know that, let's say this water is emotion. And feet, you can't see her feet here. Feet is understanding. So I think what this is saying is we have a tendency to give gifts, give resources, give energy, give time, give attention to those who are unhappy to try to make them happy, right? We don't understand that the emotion of their emotion has nothing to do with you, has nothing to do with your resources, has nothing to do with what you can or can't give them, right? What did we just say? We talked about just being the example, right? Be the change you want to see in the world. It has to start with you, okay? So that's what you don't see coming. Let's get some advice. Ace of Cups in reverse. Again, that's new energies, right? That's that new love. That's that new love of self. You can't give from an empty cup, so you have to wait for it to spill over. And it's in the reverse. So guys, I mean, that's kind of a double warning, right? It's trying to tell you that you're putting too much on your plate. You've taken on too much, right? It's you don't have faith, you don't have trust, you don't have an octopus's hands, okay? You're juggling too much, you're trying to make everybody around you happy, and you're forgetting about yourself. These cards are warning that that's what you've done for so long, that's what's comfortable. Don't fall into old habits, okay? Just don't. What is the advice we can get for this energy? What is the advice? Hierophant in reverse, okay? That's our authority. That is doing things the way we've always done, doing things the way that we think our parents and our authority figures in our lives have wanted us to do it. Well, guys, they weren't always right, okay? They did the best they could with the information they had at the time, but there might be another way to do it, okay? That was probably their method. Doesn't make it the right method. And I think what Hierophant in reverse is telling you is to go find your own method. Do what works for you. Question everything. And then the Hanged One in reverse. So you got your advice really is 2 major arcana, which if you know me and you know this channel, then major arcana is your major life lessons. Your major life lessons is that you create your life. Question everything. It doesn't, who said it had to be a certain way? Trace that back. Make sure it's yours. If it's not, let it go. Detach from it. Okay? The Hanged One in reverse. That's arrogance. That's ego. Okay? That's not wanting to do things different from what your parents, and I don't know why I keep saying parents, but doing things differently from what the authority figures told you. Okay? We had a conversation at my school yesterday about religions, right? And how those of us that were there at one point in our lives questioned the religion that we were brought up with because it just didn't resonate with our souls. And that doesn't mean that it's wrong, okay? Those religions were right for our parents. It was right for those people that taught us. It was what they needed in their soul's journey. And when it doesn't feel right, guys, you'll know it. And when it doesn't feel right, then you branch out and you find what does feel right. Okay? Don't let your ego get in the way of this. Don't let your honor thy father and thy mother, like to your death, to the point of your detriment. Don't let that stand in your way. Look at things from a new perspective. Okay, Hangman this way. He's upside down. He's looking at things from a new perspective. Don't let yourself do things the way you've always done, because you're going to get what you always got, right? Yeah. So be aware. Just be aware. Be aware of your old habits. Be aware of your old belief systems and let them go. Question them. We'll get one final advice card and then I got to go to school. Okay. So we have, what do we have? Laughter is the best medicine. Laugh, guys. Let yourselves laugh. Let yourselves be in the moment. Be able to laugh at yourself is what I'm getting with that. It's very difficult to laugh at yourself because we've been taught that when somebody laughs at you, it's bad, right? It makes you feel bad. It makes you feel embarrassed. It makes you feel judged, okay? My daughter taught me in high school. I don't remember the situation around where this came up. I just remember sitting at the kitchen table talking about this with her. And I don't remember the context, but I do remember her saying, if I laugh at myself, then it takes the wind out of their sails if they laugh at me, right? If I go out there and I tell you all the things that are wrong with me, I've taken the wind out of your sails. Not wrong, but different, if you will, or unique, or even those things you might be ashamed of, right? You put them out there first, guys, and you take all the wind out of their sails. So laugh at yourself, okay? Laugh at yourself. This journey is supposed to be fun. You're not supposed to worry about what other people think. You worry about what you think, what makes you happy, what resonates with your soul. Okay? I'm going to leave it there, guys, because I'm a little late for school. But we will talk again soon, okay? Love and light.